Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
And we begin tonight with a preview of our Friday forecast.
That's right. You could be in for a foggy commute while you drive to work in the morning. Adam?
Yeah, definitely a foggy commute to start the day. Froggy breath, froggy voice, foggy commute. I can make it like 30 to 60 seconds these days before my voice starts going. So just excuse me in advance, please. Froggy.
So leave your breath out of this.
Yeah, let's leave it, please. Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision, I guess, today. Anyway, let's get to the point here. The fog will be developing overnight and increasing, a result of increasing mugginess, long nights this time of year, and that leads to fog. So anticipate visibilities below 1 mile for the morning commute tomorrow. By 9 a.m., 10 a.m., it all starts to burn off and we'll see a little bit of sunshine. Warm and humid Friday and Saturday. Our cold front hits Saturday afternoon. That sets the stage for our first freeze on the way. We're going to dive into that, let you know when it arrives and what kind of overall impacts you can expect from this cold front in just a bit.
Adam, thank you. Another news tonight, he's accused of killing 6 people, including his own parents. Court records obtained by KSAT Investigates show mounting red flags in the case of a man accused of a multi-county murder spree.
Charging paperwork from Shane James Jr.'s 2022 domestic violence arrest in Bexar County show his bond was reduced twice.
And after first being ordered to have no contact with his parents and a sibling, James's bond was amended. He was then told to have no harmful contact with them. Deputies had a chance to arrest James on 3 warrants at his home on Port Royal in late August.
Instead, Bexar County deputies left the home and asked his father to call them back there when things calmed down. He never called them back, apparently. On Tuesday, the bodies of James' parents were found in the Port Royal home in East Bexar County. Investigators say James killed them along with 4 others in Austin.
Of course, we continue to follow this story as new developments unfold. You can stay up to date with us on air and online over on KSAT.com. They tried to break into a detective's personal vehicle and wound up getting arrested. Tonight, 3 people are in jail after a shootout with an off-duty detective. It happened at Camino Villa near Bandera Road around 2 this afternoon. Police say that an off-duty detective confronted a suspect trying to break into his vehicle at an apartment complex, and that's when yet another suspect in a vehicle pulled up, started shooting at him. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. She's accused of setting a man on fire, and now San Antonio police need your help to find her. We want to show you that woman that officers are searching for. There she is. They say that on Tuesday, she went to a Quick Trip store at Howard and Maple Streets, where she pumped some gasoline into a small drinking cup. Then she dumped that gasoline on a man in a nearby area and lit it on fire. That man was seriously hurt. So we're giving you a closer look at that woman. If you know who she is or you know anything, have any information that could help police find her, call the number that you see on your screen. It's there in yellow. It's 210-224-STOP.
A woman in jail tonight in connection to a violent dog attack that happened this summer. This is 32-year-old Danielle Henderson. She's charged with a dangerous dog attack resulting in serious bodily injury. She was arrested yesterday, almost 4 months after investigators say her dog attacked 76-year-old Max de los Santos. That happened back in August on Fieldgate Drive on the west side. De los Santos was seriously hurt and eventually had to have both of his legs amputated. According to Animal Care Services, 2 dogs were euthanized after the attack. Tonight, Henderson's bond set at $25,000.
It's official. Soon it's going to cost you more to keep the lights on.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. CPS is raising your rates.
Today, the San Antonio City Council approved the second CPS energy rate hike in 2 years. The 4.25% bump to the gas and electric base rates is going to bring CPS another $85 million each year. The utility says that it's planning to use that money to replace aging technology, keep up with growth, and also prepare to transition a coal plant to natural gas.
You know, CPS has made a convincing case. I don't think this is a matter of if, it's a matter of how.
Okay, so when are you going to start to see a change in your bill? Well, CPS says that the rate increase is going to come in February.
Nonprofits across San Antonio say military families are more likely to feel grief, isolation, or sadness during this holiday season.
Makes a lot of sense. And if you've been feeling this way, you're not alone. The Night Team's Avery Everett shows us how to start that conversation right in your own home.
It is okay not to be okay during the holiday.
A simple saying Dr. Marciela Sosa wants to stick this season.
Grieving is especially difficult during these times of rejoicing.
Data shows that 64% of people who have mental illnesses say their conditions get worse during this time of year. And groups here in San Antonio say, especially for veterans, those feelings of grief, depression, or even survivor's guilt can get worse during the holidays.
It's important just to normalize that these feelings that come up, these stressors, are normal for any human.
Deployments, frequent moves, and missing those who have died in duty are all common causes of these feelings. Rhonda Gaston says she sees it in the service members and families she works with every day. And for those without family and without shelter, Fred Alvarado with Broken Warriors Angels says community support is a necessity.
They had no family. The family don't want them. They miss their families. So this is what we're doing, something for them.
The same feelings, but a different situation. Alvarado says that's why showing up for those in need can be so important.
They're not alone, that we're here for them.
Gaston says talking about lives lost, listening to people's feelings, and learning more about mental health can all be places to start.
There are still ways to seek help without fully seeing an individual therapist.
It's not a simple topic, but it is one that Dr. Sosa says needs more attention here in San Antonio.
The fact is that we don't get over our grief. We just continue moving with our grief.
Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
The Texas Department of Public Safety clearing its own border personnel of wrongdoing. That's according to the Texas Tribune tonight.
The DPS Office of Inspector General launched an internal investigation over the summer based on the claims of a DPS employee. That employee, if you remember this, highlighted several concerns about the treatment of migrants in an email to a supervisor. Those claims reportedly include being told to push people back into the water and finding several people hurt in the razor wire along the Rio Grande. That included a 19-year-old woman who was having a miscarriage.
The DPS internal report disputes those claims, saying it found, quote, no reasonable cause to believe that the South Texas leadership of the department institutionally engaged in a pattern or practice of conduct that violated law or department policy, end quote. Let's go to your Nightbeat News Flash right now. Hunter Biden has been indicted on 9 tax charges in California. These new charges for the president's son come in addition to federal firearms charges in Delaware. He'd previously expected to plead guilty to misdemeanor tax charges as part of a plea deal with prosecutors who said he failed to pay taxes on $4 million in personal income in 2017 and 2018. His attorneys have signaled they plan to fight any new charges. Today, a Texas judge granting permission for a woman from Dallas to get an abortion despite the state ban. 31-year-old Kate Cox, a mother of 2. She was told by her doctors her fetus will die in the womb. And if it does, that will affect her ability to become pregnant again later on. State District Judge Maya Guerra-Gamble granted a temporary restraining order against Texas state law, allowing her to get the procedure done. The Texas Attorney General's office said before the decision, the woman did not qualify for a medical exception. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash. Today, we remember Pearl Harbor. On December 7, 1941, 2,400 service members and civilians lost their lives in the 2-hour air raid by Japanese forces on the U.S. naval base in Hawaii. The sneak attack shook America's confidence and pulled the country into World War II. Congress designated December 7th as National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day in 1994.
Also tonight, happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends. Some people gathered tonight at the Chabad Center for Jewish Life and Learning to celebrate. Now, everyone there got some chocolate gelt coins and they were dropped by helicopter. Sounds exciting. We spoke with Rabbi Chaim Block, who says that the kids got super excited about that. Rabbi Block also told us that the Jewish holiday this year has a very special meaning.
I feel that Hanukkah this year takes on added significance as we face such darkness and such hatred. We need to counter that, not with violence, but with love and light.
Rabbi Block says that message is for everybody and not just for those who celebrate Hanukkah.
The scary health inspection score this taco hut got on Halloween and the creepy things that were found behind their kitchen door.
This weekend, KSAT's going to be live streaming 2 high school esports events. SamSat is going to host an event including students from all over the area. Northside ISD is going to be hosting its fall championships. Both of these events are Saturday morning. You can watch them live on the BGC app, KSAT Plus, or on KSAT.com. A taco place got a scary score from a health inspector on Halloween. The business failing the inspection in part because of roach and rodent activity.
That'll do it. The Night Team's Tim Gerber stopped by this week to see if the restaurant has cleaned up its act.
Roy's Pronto Taco Hut in the 200 block of Old Highway 90 West failed their October 31st health inspection with a 69. The score was quite a drop from the restaurant's previous score of 84 back in June when we featured them on BKD for being temporarily shut down due to a plumbing issue. This time around, the store had all kinds of violations, including dead roaches and rodent droppings in several areas. There were even dead bugs in the light shields. The business told to clean up the mess, hire pest control services, and show proof of treatment. The inside of the ice machine was also soiled with black residue. Cheese and a leaf were found inside ready-to-eat quesadilla stored in a walk-in cooler that was also too warm. Meanwhile, cooked foods weren't being kept hot enough, and none of the workers washed their hands during the inspection. I stopped by this week to ask some questions. A manager asked me not to be on camera, but she was able to show me they passed their re-inspection last month, and she also said they've been getting regular pest control treatments. El Burrito Tapatio, located in the 1600 block of Culebra, earned a 76 on their inspection. Several food items were above the proper temperature in a walk-in cooler. The food was also improperly stored. Knives on a magnetic rack had food debris on them. A bottle of soap was being kept too close to food, and an employee had no idea where they kept the thermometers. The inspector left a long list of items to be corrected in time for a re-inspection. Rio's Meat Market in the 8000 block of South Zarzamora Street earned a 77 on their November inspection. The business was improperly storing raw chicken and pork, and dishes were not being properly sanitized. The knives in the bakery were caked with food debris. There was also residential insecticide and cleaning products being stored above food items, and several food items were well past the 7-day expiration for use. An employee's half-eaten food and drink were found in the food prep area, and a fly was seen hanging out on ready-to-eat churros. The inspector leaving a list of corrections to be made in time for a re-inspection. That's what's happening behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Ever been on 50 first dates, or maybe you're looking for a water boy or a wedding singer? Well, there was some excitement at the Pearl earlier this afternoon after a celebrity sighting. KSAT viewers caught this video of comedian and actor Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he was kind enough to sign autographs, take some selfies. You see, he's in town for his latest stop on the I Missed You tour. So a lot of people excited to see him here.
Yeah, I think his show was tonight at the Frost Bank Center. I always like I said earlier, I always like that guys seem in real life like they are on
and
TV.
That seems to be the case with him, too.
Nice guy.
Yeah. 67 degrees. Okay. So the morning tomorrow and on Saturday just seems to be very spring-like. And then, bam.
Then, in typical December fashion, just pull the rug right out from under you. Yes, very spring-like, not fall-like the next couple of days. Take a look at our morning temperature trend. This is going to get us to our first freeze here in San Antonio. Low to mid-60s in the morning, Friday and Saturday. Sunday, we wake up to 39. Monday, down to 32, possibly even a little bit cooler. That includes downtown San Antonio and surrounding areas. So a light freeze pipes, they'll be okay in this situation. That's the way it looks. But stay tuned for updates as we may be tweaking that number, potentially taking it downward. I wore my snowflake tie for a reason today. Think back to this. 6 years ago, on this day, we picked up 1.9 inches of snow at the airport and up to 4 inches north of town in Bulverde area and just some locations north of San Antonio, north of downtown. Obviously a different story today. Temperatures above average, not falling very much through the night either. We're 67 now, we'll be in the low 60s in the morning. The colder air that's going to move our way, it's up in Canada. Temperatures right now, 20s, 30s, not exactly Arctic air, bitter cold air for this time of year, but it's colder than what we have. We're going to tap into that. It's going to push southward, and it's not going to make it here until Saturday night. Now, the cold front will hit around 3 p.m. on Saturday. The first thing you'll notice is a gusty wind. Then the temperature starts to drop and fall off, and we set ourselves up for our first light freeze on Monday morning. So make those preparations for the plants, pets, and whatnot Sunday night. As for the afternoon temperature forecast, mid-upper 70s next couple of days. Then the cold front basically resets us back to average in the mid-60s for all of next week. Let's talk about another factor we're dealing with here. That's the southeasterly wind coming off the Gulf of Mexico. The surface high temperature here, or high pressure at the ground over the Carolinas with the clockwise circulation around it, gives us that flow off the Gulf of Mexico we're so accustomed to. In turn, humidity is rising out there right now. It's going to be muggy tomorrow, muggy most of Saturday until that cold front hits around 3 p.m. That's when it sweeps away that humidity and stickiness. But that humidity in the air, you won't just notice it the next few days, but it's going to give us morning fog tomorrow. And then again, likely, I think, Saturday morning, once we get rid of that humidity, no fog. But here's something to keep in mind. The wind is going to be howling with that front. Notice our future cast. By 3, 4 o'clock, the wind starts to kick in on Saturday. So Saturday evening, Saturday night, early Sunday morning, wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles per hour. Here's the key. Secure the inflatable decorations out in the yard. No mountain cedar today, but as the wind shifts on Saturday, by Sunday, we'll still have a north wind, and that's when I expect mountain cedar to be present and even higher in the pollen count. All right, we've made it this far, boys. We're almost there. We're at the home stretch. 62 in the morning with fog, 78 by 4 p.m. And we'll even be in the lower 80s south of town. Floresville, 82, Pleasanton, 82 degrees. And then there's that just 10% chance of a shower with the cold front on Saturday. By Wednesday and Thursday, 20%. I feel fine otherwise. I feel okay. It's just the more I talk, the more this happens. It's going around.
Worse it
Could
gets.
someone
It's
get him
going
some
around.
tea, please, and a cough drop?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not the only one with it.
Thank you.
All right, so you get the feeling when you talk to Roadrunners and the players and the coaches, they're not just happy with the bowl anymore.
No, they've been there 5 times, and now they want to win. The senior class, especially Rashad Wisdom and company, want that first win and get it out of the way on their way out. We'll talk about how the transfer portal, though, will impact the Frisco Bowl matchup. Plus, Nick Mantis reports from today's Alamo Bowl press conference. They're talking recruiting in Texas.
I feel like there's no better state than Texas. So, I mean, what better way to go out than in your home state, you know what I mean, and play in a good game and try to go get that first bowl win.
Just pure excitement coming from the UTSA seniors with their last bowl game on the horizon right now in Big Board Sports. Well, it's never been done before. The UTSA football program winning a bowl game in 5 all-time appearances. But this year's senior group is responsible for the Roadrunners' rise in success, and they want to end their careers with another first. The transfer portal will certainly play a factor in this game. Marshall's quarterback will not be a part of the game due to the portal, and UTSA will be without its star edge rusher Trey Moore, who announced He entered the portal on Tuesday. Rashad Wisdom and head coach Drew Traylor reacting to the news today.
Definitely would have loved to see him here, but at the end of the day, everyone makes their own decisions. It's just the way the world is nowadays with the transfer portal. I've seen everyone and their mom in the transfer portal nowadays, so it's crazy. Like I feel like more people decide to get in the transfer portal than, declare to try to go to the draft now.
Nothing takes anybody by surprise anymore. But as much as he loves San Antonio and, being a single-digit guy, I know a lot went into that decision for Trey, and we're going to be grateful we had him for 3 years and just leave it at that.
I'm sure UTSA is doing their part to get talent from the portal. It goes both ways. Well, we are exactly 3 weeks away from kickoff of the 2023 Valero Alamo Bowl. This morning, sports reporter Nick Mantis caught up with the head coaches of the Arizona and Oklahoma football programs, and it looks like Nick is hanging out with the trophy.
Hey, Mary, yeah, I'm hanging out with some pretty cool hardware right here. We got the Valero Alamo Bowl game trophy all nice and shiny and ready for kickoff on December 28th. But what both head coaches told us that they're most excited for is not just the regular things you're expecting them to say, playing at the Alamo Dome, seeing the Alamo, being in San Antonio, but also playing here in Texas. It's going to be extremely important when it comes to getting some big-time recruits in the next couple of years.
It's really important for us to start making more of a presence in Texas. If you look at our team, we have 5 players on our roster from Texas. It would probably be a kickoff for us into the Big 12 this game and let the state of Texas see the type of energy that our players play with, and hopefully the high school coaches in the state will be excited about sending their players to us.
The San Antonio community is a community that's passionate and connected, supportive in every way. Been here to several events throughout the years. The atmosphere, the intensity, the passion, the support was, having been to several bowl games throughout the years, as good as that I've been around.
After the press conference, both head coaches stepped off to the side and had a moment where they could just kind of chat about the things that they like and they don't like when it comes to playing in bowl games. One thing that they agreed on was that they both prefer an earlier kickoff to a later one. Well, they're not going to get that with this year's Alamo Bowl game kicking off at 8:15 p.m. Central Time on December 28th. For KSAT 12 Sports, Nick Mantis, back to you.
Great stuff from Nick. All right, the Spurs suffered their 15th consecutive loss of the NBA season last night, despite leading the Timberwolves for most of the game. San Antonio was held to 22% from three-point range, and while the Spurs lessened turnovers, Minnesota capitalized on more points off turnovers. San Antonio is back home tomorrow night against the 8-14 Chicago Bulls. Then the Spurs are at Houston before a tough stretch against the Lakers, Pelicans, and Bucks. After the break, we're talking Dallas versus Philly.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys have done everything they were supposed to do by winning 4 lower stakes games since losing to Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. The rematch Sunday night is for first place in the NFC East, and as we know, the division crown guarantees starting the playoffs at home.
Huge. Obviously, it puts us in place for the division. Once again, I don't know how that shapes out, to be honest with you. I just know we got to get this game. And there's multiple games left, so we'll focus on that as we get there. But then also just in the sense of trying to get this one home field, and understanding our success through the past couple of years and how great it'd be, to play the postseason here at home. So it's huge. It's definitely a big game.
Home field sounds great considering Dallas has an active 14-game home winning streak.
Yeah, a little home cooking there.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Mary.
Thank you. We'll be right back. All right, the week's settling down. We're almost at Friday. Thank you for being with us.
Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.